Once upon a time in a peaceful forest, there lived a curious little squirrel named Hazel. Hazel had a shiny, russet-colored fur and a fluffy tail that twitched with excitement at the sight of every acorn. She was known for her adventurous spirit and her knack for finding the tastiest treats. One sunny morning, Hazel woke up feeling particularly restless. She had explored every nook and cranny of her familiar tree hollow and felt the urge to discover something new. With a leap of excitement, she scurried down the tree trunk and onto the forest floor. As she hopped from one tree branch to another, Hazel noticed a peculiar aroma in the air. It was the scent of something sweet and delicious, unlike anything she had ever smelled before. Following her keen instincts, she traced the scent to a patch of wildflowers near a sparkling brook. To her surprise, Hazel found a group of woodland animals gathered around a picnic blanket. They were celebrating a birthday and feasting on mouth-watering treats. Hazel's heart skipped a beat, and her mouth watered at the sight of the scrumptious spread. Being a polite squirrel, Hazel didn't want to interrupt the celebration, but her curiosity got the better of her. She cautiously approached the picnic, hiding behind a nearby bush. From there, she could observe all the delectable goodies laid out on the blanket. The animals were laughing and chatting, unaware of Hazel's presence. Hazel's gaze fixated on a plate filled with acorn cookies. Her favorite. Unable to resist the temptation any longer, she decided to make a daring move. With swift, nimble movements, Hazel dashed across the clearing and leaped onto the picnic blanket. In a blink of an eye, she snatched one of the cookies and scurried away. Her heart raced with both excitement and guilt as she held the stolen treat in her tiny paws. Hazel retreated to a quiet spot beneath a tall oak tree to savor her victory. She nibbled on the acorn cookie, relishing its delightful taste. The guilt, however, began to gnaw at her conscience. She realized she had taken something that wasn't hers, spoiling the joyous occasion for the birthday celebrant. Determined to make amends, Hazel decided to return to the picnic and apologize. She approached the animals with a humble demeanor, holding the half-eaten cookie in her paws. The animals turned to her with surprise but soon smiled at the sight of the remorseful squirrel. Hazel approached the birthday animal, a wise old owl named Oliver, and shyly extended the cookie towards him. "I'm truly sorry for taking this without asking," Hazel said, her voice filled with sincerity. "It smelled so wonderful, and I couldn't resist. Please accept my apology." Oliver looked at Hazel, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. He reached out his feathered wing and gently took the cookie. "Thank you for your honesty, Hazel," he replied kindly. "It takes courage to admit your mistakes. Consider this a lesson learned." The other animals nodded in agreement, their faces filled with forgiveness. They invited Hazel to join their celebration, accepting her as part of their forest family. From that day forward, Hazel became known not only for her adventurous spirit but also for her honesty and humility. And so, Hazel the squirrel continued her forest explorations, this time with newfound friends by her side. Whenever she stumbled upon a tempting treat, she remembered the lesson she had learned. Hazel taught the forest creatures that even the smallest of creatures could have the biggest of hearts.